Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to another year-end vlog. So, 2018 is upon us, and while I'm not back to my active schedule just yet, there was another thing that I did want to explain. I already went over the state of the channel and where things are going, but there are a few personal things that I feel like need to be addressed to you guys as well as just put out on paper so that I can make sure that I adhere to it. I'm not usually a guy to make New Year's resolutions. I always see them as kind of the stereotype of like, you say that you're going to lose weight, and then 5 minutes later, you're hawking down a donut. I always see them that way. It's like, if you do that, it feels like you have to do it. It's a tradition, but it never gets adhered to. And so I never do them. But I actually decided this year that I was at least going to do a couple of YouTube based resolutions that I want to hold to, simply because not only do I think it makes the channel better, but I also think it shows a little bit more respect to you guys. And I know a few people have asked in streams and whatnot of, why do you think you've been disrespectful? As I've looked back on this year, the past month, um, I've done a lot of things that I feel discount the community that has come around this channel and to my second channel, Drak and I actually forgot to mention that as an accomplishment. My other channel that I do with my buddy Alex the Shadow Blazer, Drak and Shadow, just barely hit 100 subscribers. And so we actually did get that going, and we're going to be getting a reward going for that very soon, and you guys can help join in on that if you want. So I forgot that acknowledgement, but I feel to some extent that I've kind of let that community who chose to support me down a little bit. And there are a couple of ways that I felt that I've done that and that I could do better. And frankly, that's another thing that I'm going to try very hard to do this year too. Is like I'm always looking to do better. I'm always looking. I've looked to you guys for critical feedback on the videos, but me as a personality can also improve. There are things aside from the videos themselves that can improve, that can make this a better place for people to go to. And I've dropped the ball a little bit this year. I'm trying to think of the best way to be able to start this up, but so I've said in the past that the worst possible critic that I ever have to deal with in my life is myself. I'm actually a lot harsher than you guys are. In a lot of cases, I always look at videos. This is why I actually after I got the video out, I actually can't look at it for a while, and it's just simply because in my head, I'm literally going, well, that could have been better, and 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 what the hell were you doing? And I have to step back and actually just appreciate the fact that I did get that work out. And was it the best thing in the world? No, nobody's perfect. But to me, that matters because I want to be able to give you guys a quality product. And while you guys love it, usually in my head, I'm kind of sitting there going, well, it sucks and you should do better. And I know I shouldn't do that, but it's become kind of ingrained into the personality, into my personality. So I do it. I'm not happy about it, but I do. And that came across a lot in 2017. My own kind of personal resentment over the fact that I feel I could do better. And it came across a lot in live streams that I would do with my buddy Anime Atlas, where I'd appear kind of bitter. And I'm not normally a bitter guy, guys. I really am not. In my off time, I'm about as cheery as I am here. But this year in particular, I did a lot of what I would consider to be no-nos when being a content creator. The first thing that I want to get into is, and this is going to be my goal, I've been doing a lot of comparisons this year on both Drak and Shadow and on this channel of like comparing myself to the big YouTubers like Markiplier, like Game Grumps, like all of those other people. And I'm not discounting what they've done. I actually appreciate a lot of their stories, a lot of their origins, as it were, and how they came to be where they are right now. I appreciate them. But in the meantime, what I kind of did in retrospect is I put them up on a really, really high pedestal, and I put myself in a nice little crap bucket. Just because I'm a lowly little YouTuber, I'm not getting their numbers, and therefore I should feel bad about it. And I did a lot of that this year. Not with you guys. I did that internally, and unfortunately, you guys kind of felt the after effects of that in a lot of those videos. It's like I got really bitter and really frustrated, and the reason I got frustrated was because I wasn't there, and my whole deal was I was comparing myself to them, the people on the pedestal, all perfect and such, and I am the guy in the little crap bucket. And I don't like living that way. I don't know why I do that. It's a bad habit, but I've done it. And the other thing too that came across as such is that and this is why I felt really bad, I discounted you guys in the process. Because the subscribers in the community that have come around me, you guys chose me, and you chose to give me some of your time. You may choose also to give Markiplier some of your time, or Jacksepticeye, but you have chosen to take time out of your day, out of your week, out of your frustrations in life to come and watch my videos. Whether it be for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, however long you came and watched, you did. And I kind of crapped on you because of that. Like, how dare you do that? You should be going to watch those other guys. And that is both a no-no for a content creator, because you want to be able to get people to see your stuff, but also it discounts you guys as the community because you guys chose to come and support me, and I said, well, you shouldn't. And that sucks for you, and I completely understand that concept. That's why I've made it kind of one of my New Year's resolutions this year is that I don't want to do that anymore. You guys picked my channel. You guys picked to support me and to watch my content and to support it. And I don't want to discount you guys anymore on that. And therefore, I'm going to try very hard not to compare myself to other channels, to other content creators. I have my own little niche, and it may seem weird to some. It may seem too scattered for others, but you guys have chosen to support it. And contrary to how I've been treating you this past year, I can do better, and you guys deserve better. So I'm going to try very hard not to compare myself to those other people. The other thing too that I really want to work on is I've had a really bad problem this year of seeing nothing but negative in comments, in discussions, in a lot of this stuff. This kind of goes in with the comparing myself to others, but this is also another thing that I'm seeing more negative out of what could actually be considered positive stuff. And unfortunately, I apologize to the people who have brought me on their live streams, and they've done this, and I've kind of blown back at them. I know it's happened on Anime Atlases. I think it's happened on a couple of Drak Shadow Q&As, and I apologize. It's not something that I want to do, but this year has been especially frustrating because I want to be successful, guys. Like that's not necessarily a bad thing in my eyes. Would I like to be successful on YouTube? Sure. Would I like to be successful in my other avenues? And here's the thing, I have been, but it's not the success that, I'm not earning millions and millions of dollars, and that's been the frustrating point, and that's my fault. That's entirely my fault. I shouldn't have been aiming so big. I should have been going for littler goals. But one of the other things that would happen, and I think this is kind of a perfect example of it, I had to go dig up a really old comment, and I'll put it up on the screen if I can. But basically saying, like, I was surprised when the video hit this many views. The way that the way the video was made and your professionalism made me think it would have been a 10K video, like a 10K view video, and 10K subscriber, things like that. Maybe you'll get up there one day, eh? Now, a lot of people, and I've had to compare this with a few others, a lot of people would have taken that first big sentence and said, there's your success. you are worth 10,000 views, and you should feel awesome about that, and all that. In my brain this year, again, given where I was in my frame of mind, I was more interested in the whole 10K thing. You're saying I'm worth 10K views. I'm not getting that. And that's frustrating. So and instead of looking at that and going, well, how can I fix that so that I can get 10K views? I instead wanted to be a resentful kind of douchebag about it. The other thing too was that I focused on the second sentence rather than the first. Maybe you'll get there one day. And I got a little mad. And I can't remember if I lashed out at this person or not. I don't think I did, but it was frustrating for me because, again, I want to be able to be that guy. I don't think there's a YouTuber on here that doesn't want to be that guy. Let's just be perfectly honest. We all want to be Jacksepticeye. We all want to come from nothing and just do this as a hobby, and then it becomes your everyday thing. We all want to be that, and there's not necessarily a bad thing there. It's a worthwhile dream to be able to pursue, but it takes time and effort, and you need to, and much like Jack, you need to refine the product. You need to refine how you're getting the product out there. And that's the thing that I've had a lot of frustrations with, is that I feel like the videos are there, but getting them into more eyes has always been my bigger issue. I'm not necessarily on every social media platform, and in some cases, I'm kind of an old fuddy-duddy when it comes to social media. I have to kind of force myself to do it because, I mean, I like doing Facebook and I have fun doing it, but like having to do Twitter consistently and to build a community there has been a difficult thing for me. I am, however, hoping that with the 280 character limit, I can do that a little bit more and I can get to know you guys a little bit better. And there's always stuff that I can look to improve. And instead of looking at where I could be, I really should just be appreciative of where I am, is really what I'm pointing out on this one. I'm not calling this guy out or anything like that. He's not in the wrong. And if I lashed out at you, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. Because I love what I do. It's just frustrating, as with anybody, where you feel like you should be at one point, you're not. And I've done exactly what I've told people not to do. I've relied on that too much instead of enjoying the journey as I went. And that's really what this video is kind of pointing out. I'm going to be enjoying the journey from here on in, especially since YouTube is not necessarily something I can rely on completely. And it did start off as a side project, and that became so much more in my head, and that's what I want to change. These resolutions aren't necessarily just to say, well, I'm going to lose weight and all that. I've already got those, and I'm already looking to basically not run myself into the ground like I did in August or get super sick. I've got those in place, but these are ones that I feel could improve the channel a lot more, because contrary to the fact that I've been kind of a jackass to some people, I do appreciate you guys, all 100 plus of you, that have decided to support my content and have decided to say, no, we're taking time out of our day. We could be watching that content. We're watching you because we want to see what you're going to do. And I didn't do that. And so my kind of personal improvement goal this year is to acknowledge that and to say that, yeah, I am going to treat you guys better because you deserve better. As a content creator and also as a fellow human being, I could treat you guys a whole hell of a lot better. And I know I'm going to stumble a few times, but that's definitely a goal worth pursuing this year. So I've already, again, talked to you guys' ear off, but I did want to explain this just a little bit because this is definitely something that I'm going to be working towards, and I am going to be taking you guys' feedback and moving forward as I always did. But this time, I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit more of the respect that you guys deserve for supporting me. So thank you guys once again for watching. I do have one more vlog in store for 2018, and that's just answering, where the heck has Diablo been? Where did Diablo go? You said it was going to be here for a vacation. We're going to address that really quick. But thank you guys so much for your support, for your love, for the compliments that you gave and that I kind of slapped back in your face. I'm sorry. And of course, I'll see you guys next time for the next video.